Ladies and gentlemen, what if everything you've been searching for has been inside you all along? What if the peace you hope to find through success, money, relationships, or recognition has never depended on any of those things? What if the greatest treasure in life is not something you earn, but something you awaken within yourself? Take a moment and think about that. Every day, millions of people wake up believing that peace is waiting somewhere in the future. They tell themselves, I'll finally feel at peace when I have more money, when I find the perfect relationship, when I get the promotion, when my problems disappear. But then something remarkable happens. They achieve the goal. Yet the peace they expected never truly arrives. Why? Because peace was never meant to be found outside of you. It has always been an inside job. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest illusions we believe is that our circumstances determine our peace. We convince ourselves that if life becomes easier, then we'll become happier. But look around the world. There are people who have everything money can buy, yet they cannot sleep peacefully at night. And there are people with very little who wake each morning filled with gratitude and joy. The difference is not found in their possessions. It is found in their perspective. Inner peace begins the moment you stop allowing the outside world to control your inner world. Life will always be unpredictable. People will disappoint you. Plans will change. Storms will come without warning. If your peace depends on perfect circumstances, you will spend your entire life waiting. But if your peace comes from within, no storm can take it away. Think about the ocean. On the surface, enormous waves rise and crash. Storms come and go. But deep beneath the surface, the water remains calm. Your mind can become like that ocean. You may experience challenges on the surface of your life, but deep within yourself, there can still be peace. The question is not whether storms will come. The question is whether you will allow those storms to become your identity. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest thieves of inner peace is the need to control everything. We want certainty. We want guarantees. We want life to unfold exactly as we planned. But life was never designed that way. The more tightly we try to control everything, the more anxious we become. Peace begins where control ends. That does not mean giving up. It means trusting that you are capable of handling whatever life brings. Trust is stronger than fear. When you trust yourself, uncertainty loses its power. Another obstacle to inner peace is living in the past. Many people carry yesterday's pain into today's opportunities. They replay old mistakes. They relive old conversations. They hold on to resentment for years. But every moment spent imprisoned by the past is a moment stolen from the present. Forgiveness is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Forgiveness does not mean pretending nothing happened. It does not excuse harmful actions. Forgiveness simply means refusing to carry the weight of yesterday any longer. You deserve the freedom that forgiveness brings. Ladies and gentlemen, another key to inner peace is learning to quiet the constant noise of the mind. The mind never seems satisfied. It compares. It worries. It criticizes. It imagines problems that may never happen. And many people spend their lives believing every thought that enters their minds. But remember this profound truth. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness observing them. Thoughts come and go like clouds passing across the sky. You don't have to chase every cloud. You don't have to believe every thought. Sometimes the greatest act of wisdom is simply observing your mind without becoming trapped by it. When you stop fighting every thought, your mind becomes quieter. And in that quietness, peace begins to emerge. Gratitude is another doorway to inner peace. The mind naturally focuses on what is missing. It notices problems. It searches for danger. It compares your life to someone else's. Gratitude changes that pattern. It gently reminds you of what is already beautiful. A loving family, a kind friend, a sunrise, a healthy breath, a second chance. The more grateful you become, the more peaceful your heart becomes. Not because life becomes perfect, but because your attention shifts toward what truly matters. Ladies and gentlemen, many people believe that success will bring them peace, but often peace is what creates true success. When your mind is calm, your decisions become wiser, your relationships become healthier, your creativity expands, your confidence grows. Peace is not weakness. Peace is strength under control. It is the quiet confidence that no matter what happens, you will respond with wisdom instead of panic. Imagine beginning each morning by choosing peace instead of pressure. Imagine letting go of the need to prove yourself to everyone. Imagine releasing worries about things you cannot control. Imagine trusting that life is unfolding exactly as it needs to. How different would your days become? How much lighter would your heart feel? Ladies and gentlemen, the key to inner peace is surprisingly simple. Accept what you cannot change. Change what you can. Forgive freely. Practice gratitude daily. Trust yourself. Live fully in the present moment. And remember that your value has never depended on external achievements. The world may continue to change. People may come and go. Challenges may appear unexpectedly. But the peace within you can remain constant if you choose to protect it. Because peace is not something the world gives you. It is something you create from within. So beginning today, choose thoughts that uplift you. Release what no longer serves you. Breathe deeply. Love generously. Forgive completely. And never forget this. The life you've been searching for begins with the peace you choose to cultivate inside yourself. Because the key to inner peace has never been outside your reach. It has always been within you. Thank you.